Hello YouTube, I got a package here from White Mountain Knives in New Hampshire, and I'm going to open this up today with the Spyderco Endura with a Damascus blade. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. So no box, no internal box on this. Spyderco on their higher end models does not have a box on some of them. They just provide a pouch instead, and that is the case here. What we've got today is my Father's Day present from my wife and son, the SpyOpera. It says Damascus. Technically, this is Damasteel, which is not quite the same thing as Damascus, but those words are sometimes used interchangeably. Okay, and this is a sprint run. So let's take a look at what the paperwork says. Dear Spyderco customer, congratulations on your purchase of a limited edition sprint run of the Spyderco SpyOpera. A sprint is a special production run of a knife not found in our regular product line. It may be a distinctive version of a current model or a special expression of a discontinued design, but either way, every sprint run is a unique one-time only event. Once it is sold out, it will not be produced again in that exact form. This breathtaking sprint run expression of the SpyOpera elevates the design to all new heights of sophistication by showcasing a blade crafted from Thor patterned martinistic Damascus steel, created by the Swedish firm Damasteel. This extraordinary material is produced by a proprietary powder metallurgy process that forge welds layers of RWL-34 and PMC-27 into a state-of-the-art stainless Damascus steel. After the blade is precision machined and full flat ground in final form, it is acid etched to reveal its intricate layered pattern. Equally distinctive, this knife's handle showcases beautifully finished solid carbon fiber scales. Painstakingly machined to create smooth, ergonomic contours, the scales highlight the dramatic layered construction of the carbon fiber. All other features of this exquisitely crafted knife are consistent with the proven SpyOpera design, including thoughtfully radiused surfaces on the spine of the blade and the lock bar of its sturdy back lock mechanism. A truly remarkable expression of one of Spyderco's most refined folding knife designs, this sprint run of the SpyOpera is sure to become a coveted collector's item. Thanks much, the Spyderco crew. Okay, so you can pause that if you want to look at anything in that note. Let's have a look. Here's the knife. There is the blade. And the blades on each of these is going to be a little different because the pattern is going to vary from unit to unit. Made in Italy. And as you can see, it has the Spyderco logo on one side and lion steel on the other side. So this is a sprint run of an existing Spyderco knife, which is the SpyOpera. Okay. So in its standard version, the SpyOpera features an M390 blade, and it is a collaboration between Spyderco and Lion Steel. Lion Steel is one of several knife makers that are headquartered in Maniago, Italy, and they are a partner in the MKM collaborative. And what Spyderco did was to take an existing Lion Steel design, which was the Opera, designed by someone named Max. Okay. We get max on this side. This is the Opera, which had D2 steel originally. So what Spyderco did was they took this design, they added a spider hole, they changed the materials, they upgraded the blade steel to M390, took similar handle shape, but rendered it in micarta rather than wood, and basically just kind of upgraded everything about it and came out with this SpyOpera. And this has crowned spine, really nicely rounded over. The lock bar is also contoured, right? The handles are contoured. We see that with this Sprint Run version as well. Okay. Really attractive. Little lanyard loop at the back. Wire pocket clip, not quite deep carry. Okay. Spyderco also recently did another sprint that was a collaboration with Lion Steel, which I've featured on my channel in a separate video. That's the Spy Mito in M398 steel. So that's another one that's got Lion Steel's logo on one side and the Spyderco logo on the other side. Okay. A little bigger. They mentioned that the handles are solid carbon fiber, and the reason that they have to specify solid carbon fiber is because a lot of Spyderco knives are made with a laminate of carbon fiber over G10. This is the Watu. Okay, slow roll it. I can flick this thing open, but I'm at a kind of an awkward angle holding it under the camera. This has G10 and carbon fiber laminate handle scales. You'll see that as well on the Akuchi and on the Sliver Axe. Yeah, I can't remember all of them right now, but I've done videos on several of them. But it looks a little different, right? Carbon fiber, the solid carbon fiber of the SpyOpera looks better, in my opinion, than the laminated carbon fiber and G10 on the Watu. Spyderco does make solid carbon fiber knife handles from time to time. Here's one. Let's get that open on the way there. This is the Spyderco Subvert. This is a Sprint Run of the Subvert. And it has very high quality carbon fiber handle scales. Solid carbon fiber, contoured like the SpyOpera. Okay. Of course, it's a much bigger knife. And I would say this knife fits into Spyderco's line of gentleman folders, the SpyOpera, which would also include things like the Chaparral. Right. Here's a nice version of the Chaparral with Raffir Noble handle scales. Not a real big knife, but an attractive one. Right. Premium materials. The Sprint Run SpyOpera retails for quite a bit more than the Chaparral. I got it as a gift, but I know that there was a Father's Day sale, and White Mountain Knives also has discount codes that you can get to get a further discount on things. So reasonably good bargain on what is generally an expensive knife. This is a really good action for a lockback. Really smooth and quite strong. There's no blade play. Damasteel is quite a bit different than what Spyderco uses in their other Damascus bladed knives. Here's this Endura that I used as the unboxing knife. That Endura is made with VG10 core Damascus steel, so it has a VG10 blade sandwiched between two layers of Damascus. So in terms of cutting performance, it's pretty much exactly the same as a VG10 standard version of the Endura. I mean, the edge, the part that actually cuts, is VG10 steel, which is decent stuff, but it's traditional ingot formed steel. It's not a powder metallurgy steel. The RWL 34 powder metallurgy steel in this Damascus blade is it's the powder steel version of basically CPM 154. It's which is also powder steel. All right, let's do some size comparisons. So there it is compared to an Endura. Let's show it next to some other common Spydercos. Here it is compared with a Para 3. Sorry, no, that's a PM2 and a Para 3. Okay, so it's a smaller blade even than the Para 3. It's closer in size to the Para 3 than the PM2, but it's a little smaller than the Para 3. It's kind of just enough blade for everyday tasks, consistent with that gentleman's folder philosophy. I'll show it next to a Rat Model 1 and Rat 2. Again, it's just a little bit smaller than a Rat 2. But you can still get a full 4-finger grip on this. The handle is really well designed. The ratio of blade to handle is good. And let's throw a couple of Benchmades on there. Here it is compared with a Benchmade Griptilian and Bug Out. Closer to the Griptilian in, no, sorry, closer to the Bug Out in size, but it's a little smaller. So it's a diminutive blade, but a really attractive knife. In my opinion, this is one of the sharper looking knives that Spyderco has ever put out, and one that I'm excited to have in my collection. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you like the video. Go ahead and click like if you did. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get a lot more knife content. Thanks.